Good afternoon. Today is Wednesday, April 27th, and it's 5:45 in the afternoon, and this is meeting of the Finance Committee. My name is Tom Kendall, Chairman of the committee. To my right is John Swayzer, also a member of the committee. To my left is Doug Tremblay. So we have one item to come before Finance today. Mr. Titterington, will you be?
Sure. Thank you, Mr. Chair. We are asking that you approve our application with the Ohio Development Services Agency. This would be for our 2016 program year CDBG block, or CDBG grant funds. We are eligible this year to receive $150,000. You might recall that last year we deferred and doubled up this year. As you see on the memo, the report, we are asking for 3 projects to be funded. Number 1 is for Lincoln Community Center swimming pool access. Number 2 is a universal accessibility dock, which is an ADA compliant dock out at Treasure Island next to our boat ramp. And then the remaining balance would be able to be used for infrastructure improvements, namely our ADA sidewalk installations on the east side of Troy, which is an eligible area, and they are in need of upgrading the intersections concurrent with our sidewalk improvement program over the next couple of years. The remaining 2 programs are, or allocations are ongoing annual allocations. That would be the Fair Housing Program, as well as the administrative overhead, where we bring an outside auditor in to audit our program every year, which is required by the federal guidelines. Development Director Jim Dando is in the audience in case you have any other specific questions. But again, we recommend this. There was a public hearing on this, and we had no comments at all. So,
Right. And I guess so everyone knows, and those on TV and in the audience, this is an annual thing that we do, and look at and nominate the projects to be considered for this. So, Mr. Swayzer, do you have any questions? Or?
No, I think they're all good projects, and the sidewalk street corner accessibility ramp, does that include the entire corner going around? In other words, the curves, or is that just the corners themselves?
it's the corners themselves, which are the city's requirements to be upgraded. We don't assess that back to the property owners.
Thank you.
Mr. Tremblay?
The question I had was the direction or aim each year. This one is accessibility this year. Sometimes, do we determine that direction, or is that by the state?
No, we determine that given the criteria, the federal criteria that's been in place for a number of years. There are certain requirements that have to be met regarding blight, low mod, objectives such as those.
For 1 year.
As long as they meet the eligibility, then yes.
And that way we can say this year it's going to be accessibility.
Right.
Okay.
For example, Lincoln Community Center, originally they were looking for an access device unit that was portable. The CDBG funds cannot be used for mobile portability type projects. The project that we're recommending is a permanent fixture. And so then it met one of the eligibility criteria, or the eligibility criteria that would be required for them to get funding.
And then accessibility is the theme for the corners.
That is always a theme.
It's always the theme.
Right. That is one of the objectives.
That's the only question.
Okay. Any other council people? Any questions?
I have a question, Tom.
No?
Patrick, the $85,000 for the sidewalk street corners, has that been taken out of the CDGB funds before?
CDBG.
Whatever. Those initials.
No, they have not. We are trying to focus on our low mod areas by demographics, which is where we can use this money and assist with those upgrades.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Any other questions? Anything from the audience? All right, John?
Yeah, one other question, if you don't mind, Mr. Chair. The Habitat for Humanity money, where was that deferred to? Because I know they had requested money.
Over the last, I'd say, 10 years, they have been given money for various smaller projects. The latest project that they asked for was for, this is for the Restore location. I don't believe that's been deferred anywhere. I'm not sure where you're seeing deferred.
I thought it had been moved to someplace else. Targets for Opportunity Program?
Jim can answer the specific on that one.
There's another program that the state has that's a special set aside for programs that don't, or for projects that don't fit the normal programs. So what we've done is we've sent in the Habitat project for that program, and we're waiting to hear from the state on that. We'll probably hear about the same time that we hear on these in the fall.
Does that have to come through the city also, or is that specifically back to Habitat?
It would come through the local government, the city.
Okay, thank you. I'm good with it.
Okay.
Is this emergency?
Not emergency, no.
Okay. Let's go forward, unanimous vote then, for committee.
Right.
Anything else come before finance?
Yes, sir.
Okay, meeting